do I hear the beep? Is that what that is? Was that a squeak of a shoe, Angel? Or was that your the smoke detector battery not...
I know that.
Please don't tell me that's what that was.
Hold on. It couldn't have been that.
Okay. There it is!
I heard it!
I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want. This is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal.
Welcome to Let Her Shoot, the only podcast that covers women's sports the way we want them covered, aka we talk about the game, we make it funny, no kid gloves. We're not trying to say that this women's sports is a baby bird egg. Just respect for the athletes, respect for the fans, respect for the sport. And we've got all the reasons to stay locked in. We talk about the tea, we talk about the drama, but we also break down the game. We got Sarah Chavnik, 2-time Emmy Award-winning producer. We got Trysta Crick, 0-time Emmy Award-winning talent, but everyday award-winning shit talker.
So much shit talk.
But we have eclipsed.
We're both eclipsed today because we've got a 5-time WNBA All Star, former Rookie of the Year, former #1 pick, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, which far outweighs Miami's because that actually required real work to earn. And my fellow Marylander, Angel McCoughtry, is here.
Let's go.
And not just Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. You know what time it is.
Be more. So, Trysta, we got to put you on with the crab cakes.
I love a crab cake, baby. I love a crab cake, but I've never been to a crab shack.
Oh, yeah, we got to get you on that. You got to learn how to open a crab because you learn that here when you're like 3 years old.
There you go.
They just give you the little, do you have to have one of the little bibs on and the gloves?
Yeah.
And the little,
all of it. It's an experience.
All of it. Yeah, because if not, you get Old Bay in any cuts you have and it stings and then that ruins the experience. But no, you gotta go for some real crabs, like on the side of the road in a place that looks sketchy as fuck.
Yes.
Really?
And that's how you do it. Yes.
That's where you go.
That's how you do it.
That's the next episode. We're gonna go getting some crabs in Baltimore. Today, there's so much shit going on in the W. There's so much. We got a right-wing conservative media entity, thirsty as fuck, trying to become even more disgusting than they've already been. We're talking a little Angel Reese and her triple-double. We got Caitlin Clark making her return back to the W after her 5-game absence. She went crazy. And yes, you can talk about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark without bringing up the other one. Paige Bueckers, she comes back from an injury. She went crazy. Her Rookie of the Year chances have now skyrocketed after just one game. And there's so much more, especially considering that the Atlanta Dream are the third best team in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. Before we really get into our topics, though, I want to get Angel's opinion on a controversial take that Trysta had last week. She pissed some fans off in our comments because she said, which, is, par for the course sometimes, but she said that WNBA All Star voting was what was the word you said?
I said if you are up there just on your phone, just worried about the votes, and you're just clicking away, like if that's like your main concern is to vote for anything on your phone, you need to go touch grass. Like you need to get a fucking life.
What's wrong with that, Trysta? What's wrong with people being excited to vote? And they're into the game. What's wrong with that, man?
I know we can't have it both ways, right? Like we want people to be excited about the W, but not too excited or you're cringe and dirty. Like I guess I'm just too cool. Sarah was like, hey, you need to vote for Love Island. And I'm like, I'm not downloading that app so that I can vote for who gets kicked off the island. So people were very mad.
I get that one, yeah.
People were very mad because they were using like these media members' emails, and they were taking the media members' emails and then voting for Caitlin Clark for an All Star. And people were like, "Don't do that. That's impersonation. You'll go to jail."
It's a little OD.
Our point is that the fans voting Caitlin Clark into the All Star was not going to be what determines whether or not Caitlin Clark is an all-star. You know,
she's in, guys.
She's in. Don't worry about it. You don't
worry.
have to go to impersonating other people in order to get her into the all-star game. But I think we do support, normal fan interaction in terms of players.
There's not a lot of normal fan interaction though right now.
No, there's not. We got to talk about what happened this weekend at the Mystics and Dream game, because Outkick, who, for anyone not familiar with Outkick,
do you know Outkick, Angel?
What is Outkick?
Yeah, I knew she wouldn't know it. Yeah, because they're way too Breitbarty for like a normal person.
I was about to say they're the Breitbart of sports. They are Clay Travis.
Truth Social. They're like the Truth Social of social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like hardcore right-wing conservative. For example, I'll give you like a couple headlines that they've recently written. Brittany Griner is privileged was probably one of my favorites. Riley Gaines and Clay Travis react to the WNBA, which is like the last people that I would care to hear about talk about the WNBA
Right.
in any context. So a little backstory was a couple weeks ago during the Fever and Dream game on May 10th, Brittany Griner fouled out. And when she goes to the bench, she mouths something. It's very obvious to me what it seems like she mouths. We'll play the clip.
Trash.
Yeah.
Effing white girl.
Yes.
Outkick is convinced that she says fucking white girl. They then went on this whole tirade about how it was directed towards Caitlin Clark and that Brittany Griner's racist. And
guys, we've been talking like this for years.
Yeah, and we gotta back it up too, because remember, I don't know if you saw this, Angel, I think when there was a little back and forth between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, she reposted something on TikTok that was like, white girl was ducking the smoke, which I thought was hilarious. Personally, I thought, like, because she was ducking the smoke. She beelined it back to the bench.
Guys,
like,
it's basketball talk. We've been talking like this for years.
Come
you think
on.
I've never said to my teammates, yeah, the white girls over there, look at the white girls over there, and they hear it and they laugh. And they say, the black girls, when y'all black girls, it's not racist to us. We talk like that.
You know who it's racist towards? The racists.
Anyone who starts chirping about like white racism, you immediately just know where they fall on the political spectrum. Like you immediately are like, I know what this is.
Well, and I don't even think Brittany Griner said it, because I think she said fucking whack ass call, like whack call, or because she had gotten fouled, and I don't think Caitlin was a part of the play. So Outkick doesn't get credentialed for months, and they start like, hey, Adam Silver won't credential us. So then they go up to Brittany Griner 4 games later, Angel, and check this part out.
By the way, while Stacey pulls that up, one of my favorite quotes from this article that they wrote about Brittany Griner, Outkick did. This is before they tried to get, by the way, this was in the time. So they tried to get media credentials for like 10 games. Because this was more than 4 games ago. This was May 10th. This was over a month ago. So they've been trying to get games. They've written like 10 articles talking about how the WNBA is blackballing them and can't figure out why. And,
God.
just like all like the fake news media won't let us cover this. So anyway, they go on in this article. Some of my favorite snippets were Brittany Griner, who Joe Biden acquired 2 years ago in the most lopsided trade of all time.
Oh my God.
Then they say, what else do you expect from an America-hating player? Honestly, surprised this doesn't happen more often in that insufferable place.
So we figured out who the racists really are, like you said.
Right, exactly. So like, keep in mind that the people calling racism are writing stuff like,
writing racist.
Yeah.
right.
And if they want the clicks and the views, everybody wants the clicks and the views now off the WNBA. If they want that, you don't got to use political to do it.
So this was their quote unquote confrontation of Brittany Griner after the game against the Mystics the other night, and how they decided to not talk about a single second of the game that they played, but this game that happened over a month ago.
You said you didn't remember what you said during that viral moment after you fouled out against the Indiana Fever. A lot of people believe what you said was effing white girl or effing white girls. Is it possible that's what you said?
No, would never say that. Like, there's no place for that in our league. Wouldn't say that.
So even though you can't remember, you know that was not what you said.
I know it wasn't that because I wouldn't use that type of language.
Okay.
I wouldn't even have answered the question. I would have been like, yeah, I said it, and what? If I said it, I said it. What? What's next?
Angel, why do people think that the term fucking white girl is racial in any way? It's a descriptor.
I think it's just a heat of the moment passion of basketball.
Yeah. It's like,
that doesn't mean you're racist. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. You're man, fuck. Like, it happens. I think people, especially the media, everybody takes stuff so serious, especially on Instagram. Everybody's so angry about you not thinking like them or you not talking like them or being in the box with them. And if she said it, she said it. I bet you she'd be having lunch with Caitlin or whoever next week. Listen, we can go in the office and disagree and argue and have lunch after. That's what real successful people do.
We talk about that all the time on this podcast, like how women's sports are treated, like as if they're breakable, like as if these moments, like we have to get so heated about everything because everything has to be controversy. And Trysta and I were just talking about this earlier today. Like you were saying, like Sue Bird said something about this and said we're not ready for it.
Yeah, have you heard of the NBA Send Tell where they give you fake news?
What is that?
Yeah, NBA Send Tell. They like create fake news so that people can like eat the garbage, you know? And so they'll like create fake stories or whatever. So WNBA, Sue Bird came on and said to Cameron Brink, like, hey, the WNBA will be in a better place if we could get to a spot where we can joke about the league so much that we can have our own WNBA Send Tell. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like almost like everything has to be so serious. We can't make fun of players, etc.
Well, on the women's side, that hasn't been established yet, right? Because you talk about women, right, who are emotional creatures, who just take things more personal than what probably men would, right? So if you're making fake news about the guys, they shrug it off and like, whatever. You say something about a girl, it's like, oh my God, did they really feel that way? But it's just different with women. So I don't think we're at that place just yet. It's just not there yet. You know, women, we're just different. We're made different.
So wait, you believe that the athletes in the league would take things personal? The criticisms that they get, they take more personal.
I think women take more criticism personal, maybe than men, just in the biological makeup. Not saying that women can't handle it, but I think, it affects them more. So are we at that place? Depends on how we structure it. Like, if you're talking about, like, there's this guy, he comes on and he goes, smash, pass. You know that guy? Talk about.
Yeah.
I saw him. Yeah. I saw something like this the other day.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we've never had that before in our league, but all of a sudden guys are, okay, I think it's good because now it's saying that we're attractive. Because nobody was talking about smashing or passing us before. But some people could say, like, that's freaking so rude and that's just disgusting and degrading to women. So it's like this catch-22.
Yeah, the attention is there. I want us to get to a point where I can roast and no one is getting upset. I remember I was talking to this Asian Angel and she was like, you may want to, like, if you're starting a women's media company, you might want to, like, tone down some of the, like, things that you say. And I was like, no, I'm not going to. No. That's what everybody else does. I don't want to be ESPNW.
I don't think we need to tone down. We got to stop this tone down ourselves, tone down women. Let's start roasting a little bit. Now, they got to get, to a place where it doesn't affect them and know that, like, we just at that level now. We're roasting. It is what it is. It's going to be new at first, but I think we need to get there.
But transitioning over from BG to the Dream as a whole. So the Dream 8-3 this year, playing the New York Liberty today. Well, it's tomorrow, but it'll be today when this comes out. Liberty have had the second easiest schedule in all of the W. Just lost to the Fever in Caitlin's return. Ryan Howard's balling, Brittany Griner's balling. Like, what does that say to you about, like, Atlanta and how far the Dream have come? Because they were duck butter last year. They were just straight cheeks.
I mean, it's been a long time coming. You know, I think they have to get to that place where they're winning again, get to a bigger arena. You know, Atlanta is a city, from playing here so long, that's very excited about the dream. They want them to win. They want them to get back to where we used to be, you know, where we were playing in Phillips Arena, or State Farm it is now. So I'm glad to see them there. They moved the ball very well. I got to watch them when they came and play the Sparks in LA, and I loved what I saw and how they moved the ball. And I love how Brittany's playing. So it's just good to see that. It's time.
43s, shooting 43s per 100 possessions.
Threes. It's raining threes.
Let's transition over to Angel Reese for a second. So she had a triple-double this past weekend.
Yeah.
Second one of the season to Caitlin Clark. Second fastest or second youngest of all time to reach a triple-double. So it's kind of hard to like keep peddling these narratives that Angel Reese shouldn't be in the league. She decided to clap back at those trolls by making and trademarking Mebounds, which I just love. And I'd love to get both of your thoughts on how to handle trolls and how to handle these people. And is that the way to do it?
Oh, I mean, I think it's delicious, to be honest. Like, I love Angel so much. Somebody said to me, like, hey, because I was like, you can like both. And I love Angel's personality. I love her branding. I love everything that she does. And the podcast, the fashion, helping out with the Met Gala. Like, she's truthfully just a different type of star than Caitlin. Marketable in a bunch of different ways for really who she is off the court. So I love that she's spinning it, flipping it, reversing it, about to make some money off of it. And it just makes me like her more. It makes me feel like, wow, this is not bothering her nearly as much. And now I can joke around and I can say Mebounds.
Angel, did you ever have to deal with like these types of trolls, and how would you have dealt with it?
Oh, there's trolls, you know, everywhere. That you're always going to deal with trolls, but I didn't have to deal with trolls on this level, right? She has triple the amount of trolls, double the amount
of maybe anyone ever.
Than anyone ever. So like, I can understand maybe the pressure is just different. Like, just dealing with trolls, you know, when I was playing, like it's obviously bothersome and it's annoying, but on her level, my God, I can only imagine. So, hey, I would floss a little bit too. Why not?
People really do act like Angel Reese is only rebounding crazy from her own misses. But you take out her misses and she's still 10.5 rebounds per game. When you watch her, what do you think makes her so elite at that?
She's from Baltimore.
Oh.
I swear to goodness. Guys, if you watch how us girls play from Baltimore, it's just, we're different. We like, if you watch even my game, I played like that. I would rebound and I'm a guard. I'm just going after the ball. We're taught at a young age in Baltimore, like they taught us the ball is like gold. Go get your gold. You see, I got a little gold on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Go get your gold. So like, we have this like, and we did a camp together like 2 years ago, me and Angel. And I was looking at these kids and I'm like, oh my God. I said, these kids are different. I was like, they have an aggression and it's like, we have a back talking, like it's similar. Like if you look at my old footage, it ain't that long ago, but you see that I had an attitude just like Angel. Like I played with that same. So I actually see a lot of her qualities. Like she's obviously a different position. She's more of a post player and I'm a guard, but I'm like, and I did my research. I'm like, it's where we're from. It's our environment. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Cause Baltimore has a negative connotation, like the wire and all that. No, we produce some ballers. Okay. And that is just that grit, that Baltimore grit. I swear to goodness.
You know, that's fascinating that you said that you guys have the same sort of edge, that same attitude. Cause I think the part that's like so frustrating is that Angel's play on the court and how she reacts to getting, you know, like a hard foul on her, she'll kind of bow up. And it feels like people are acting like she's hood or she's ghetto or X, Y, or Z. Yep. And I know that people have sort of, like misrepresented you as well. Do you think that's like just a commonality of how being from Baltimore is?
It's a mix of both. It's being a Black woman. It's being from Baltimore. It's playing with edge and grit. Because, right, women are not supposed to play. We're not supposed to play with that, right? Men can, but we're not supposed to. And even that happened to me. Our owners, when I was in Atlanta, they said, does she act like that because she's from Baltimore? And I'm like, act like what? I said, I'm sitting here grinding, getting 30 for y'all winning. What do you mean by act? So they didn't even get it. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Off the court, we know how to handle ourselves. We can go in our business meetings and get all endorsements and be marketable. So that goes to show you that we know how to handle ourselves. If she has the most endorsements probably out of anybody. So being from Baltimore ain't that bad. We know how to conduct ourselves. It's a grit, it's a grind. And it's not actually this bad thing, like this negative connotation. Baltimore has its good side. So that is the part of the good side of Baltimore, is that we know how to go and get what we want and win and be winners.
Baltimore, I think I read once that if Baltimore Baltimore County was like its own country, that it would be like 7th in the medal count at the Olympics.
What?
Hello.
Yeah.
Teach Trysta. They don't, this small little state, I'm telling you.
You got Ledecky, you got Phelps,
Come on.
got Angel.
Kevin Durant is from the DMV.
Kevin
Got
Durant.
2 Angels.
Carmelo.
For
a tiny little state, people
Are you
don't
guys
realize.
Are you guys even a state though? Like really?
Trysta, we're going to get you for that.
Angel got her ponytail pulled by Kayla Fisher.
Bria Hartley.
My bad.
Hartley, yeah.
Hartley, my bad. So she got her hair pulled by Bria Hartley and then bowed up on her. And then got into it with Tina Charles?
Yeah, we have the video. Let's play the video. We'll
All right. Angel Reese is already in her position to get her rebounds. Boom. I'm going up. You do not pull my hair while I'm going in the upward motion. You could break my neck. And then my issues with Bria Hartley. Why are you guys involving yourself when she pulled my hair? You're going to get pushed too and knocked to the ground. Okay. You don't pull my hair. That's just always a no-no.
Yeah. It's now.
and then they're going back at her like she reacted incorrectly.
Well, this is the Baltimore thing. That's what they're saying. Is like, oh, well, Angel's not handling the assault classy enough.
We don't grab hair. Because if it's anybody else, you're going to react the same way too. You don't pull my hair. Then you touch her first. Both of them touch Angel first. So yeah, you touch my hair. Yeah, I'm bucking up. You almost broke my neck. Why are you there? Don't touch me. Move, Tina. Tina, what you about to do? You're 40. Step back, Tina. Come on, man.
You're 40.
You're 40, bro. So when she sees Bria Hartley the next time they play the Connecticut Sun, is it going down or no?
She's not going to grab her hair anymore.
She won't make that mistake again.
Angel will make sure that she knows, this is for last time.
I saw all these people saying on the internet too, like, oh, it's her fault for wearing her hair so long.
Oh my God.
And it's like, you can't look at anything without blaming this girl for it.
Honestly, dog, can we just say, like, we are breaking our backs now to blame Angel Reese for everything that goes right, goes wrong. Like, if something's good, it's Mebounds. If something's bad, she shouldn't have worn her hair this long.
Yeah, what's the scenario if Caitlyn had a long ponytail and somebody pulled hers? What's the scenario?
Well, I feel like Caitlyn might throw a punch if someone did that.
And she would be in her right. People would say,
yeah,
Caitlyn's in her right. So
yeah,
and they would say she was in her right. They got to get off her back. I heard because I said online, I was like, hey, you can like Angel and you can like Caitlyn. You don't actually have to bring the other one up when you bring the other one up. And one was somebody on the internet was like, except for one person is likable and the other one is completely unlikable. And I said, you're right. Caitlyn on the court is a menace. She is a demon. She cusses her own parents out in front of everyone and her teammates and her refs and her coaches. To me, it feels very strange that the Angel is just kind of like reacting to things, and the way that she's reacting is seen almost like Dejanay-esque, where they called the security. Did you see where the ref called the security on Dejanay, Angel?
Oh, I did see that. What? And I know that ref. Stop it. You better stop. Y'all gotta stop because they're painting this narrative too, and we gotta unpaint these narratives. These are all basketball players. They all have the same mannerisms. They all have heart. All the mannerisms in basketball are the same. This is gonna be the same. Doesn't matter your color, your race, or your religion. That means I shot in your face. This means I'm clapping. I'm excited. Like, it's all the same mannerisms. How do you make basketball mannerisms about race? Make it make sense. Sometimes we might even push the ref. I'm in the heat of the moment. I'm not a bad person.
Wait,
Like,
hold up, wait. You be pushing refs, Angel?
I ain't never pushed them, but I've gotten in their face. You know what I'm saying? Because, they've never been the best.
The WNBA refs are the worst. They really are the worst. And when you watch other leagues and other sports, even just the men, I call it the MNBA, or we call it the MNBA. Even when you watch the MNBA, you're like, man, I would pray for, and Scott Foster sucks, but I would pray for a Scott Foster in the WNBA. Some of these women's refs, I don't know if you feel this way, Angel, but they have a long way to go.
It's been like that for a while. I don't know what it is. It's like, because they go to ref school. I don't understand.
Probably the same disparity as it is with everything else.
I feel you.
Money.
Yeah. Can we get them a good ref school?
They're going to the Phoenix University of ref schools.
They're going to DeVry.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, guys. You guys are hilarious.
Let's change course to that player that sparks all this. Caitlin Clark made her return. 9 points in 38 seconds. Mm-hmm. Scored.
I've never seen anything like that. Did you see that play, Angel?
Yeah, the only other person I've seen do that was like Reggie Miller.
It
right?
was from over 30-something feet. And it was just back to back. It was like Reggie Miller against the Knicks with the choke sign.
Right. You're so I've never seen that. And of course, she's an Indiana girl. I don't know. Is this something the Indiana food or drinks? Like,
they got nothing else to do there but practice those threes.
She's proven why she's Caitlin. And she gave New York their first loss. So that shows you like everything that needs to know right there.
Yeah, man. I know you said this on my Instagram, and I waited to ask you about it. I call Caitlin the golden goose because no one moves the needle quite like her. There's plenty of really skilled players, but you said on my Instagram she's not the golden goose. There are many golden gooses. I need you to respond. Yeah.
She is the golden goose, but there are also many other golden gooses because I feel like
there could only be one golden goose.
Is that a rule?
Well, I don't know if it's a rule. Does anyone move the league like Caitlin?
No. Okay, she's the golden goose.
She's the golden goose. But there are stars and there are superstars, and they are contributing to the rising tide. But we got Steph Curry out here in a Fever jersey.
But we've had, have we not had golden gooses in the WNBA before? I remember, Cheryl Swoops on everything. Yeah.
Is there only one golden goose per decade? And there can only be one golden goose during that decade? How does the rules work for a golden goose?
I don't know. This is very complicated. All I know is everything this girl touches on the floor. I went to the sports bra, and there was this woman who was 65 years old at the bar. She's drinking a little vermouth and olive or something. She's an old white woman, and it's the Lynx versus the Fever, and I know how you feel about the Lynx. And it was that Caitlin Clark game where Caitlin Clark was hyping the crowd up in Minnesota, and they were cheering for her. They all came for her to Minnesota, and your girl Cheryl Reeve was like, "Oh yeah, we don't care about Caitlin. This is more than just her. Nobody's showing up for just her." And I went into the sports bar to watch this game, which turned out to be electric. And the woman was sitting next to me at the bar, and I'm like, "So, when did you start watching hoops?" And she was like, "Caitlin." I go, "What do you mean, Caitlin? That's not a when." She's like, since Caitlin was at Iowa, and now I'm watching the WNBA. And I was like, "Oh, so you're a Fever fan?" She's like, "I'm a Caitlin fan." And she's literally roasting Nalissa because don't give the ball to Nalissa. She's causing turnovers and she's impacting your stats. And you need to pass the ball to Aaliyah because, and I'm like, yo, this woman's out of her mind. And she's like, I should probably watch some other games because I should know who Caitlin's up against. I should learn about Angel Reese because that's like her rival, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, this is nothing I've ever seen anything before.
Well, first thing, grandma. Okay, basketball is a team sport. There is no I in team. You guys must want Caitlin to just be a swimmer or be gymnastics. Like, if you guys want that, then she needs to be in an individual sport and go win gold medals and just. But basketball, baby, you got to pass the rock and you got to share it a little bit. Now, like you said, she's the golden goose.
I feel like the way that so many people look at that, treat it as she's the only one with talent, which is not the same sentence. I mean, that's two different things. Yes,
totally.
Both can be true. Like almost 21 million people watched.
That was a Centel. That's Centel. That's Centel. You got Centel.
No,
that's Centel. You got Centel. No,
unless Just Women's Sports reported the wrong thing.
That's the definition of getting Centel right there.
So they're all quoting the wrong stuff.
Yeah, because somebody made a fake account and put out something fake, and then the news sources quote tweeted it, and everybody, all the right wing nut jobs are like, yeah, Caitlin only does that, and all you other blah blah blah. It's they got him. They got him. They got you on this pod.
Anyway, wrong numbers, but regardless, she still moves the meter. People still tune in to watch, and then she comes out and has 32 points. Or 34 points. So
25 in the first half? Who does she remind you of, Angel? Like, any player, men's or women's, outside, what would you say, take out Steph, but is there a women's player that she reminds you of at all?
She's so unique, like, because I can't even give her a women's player back in the day because the three ball wasn't as big back then. It was a 1-2 dribble jump shot. I just got to go with, like, Larry Bird.
Wow. Just an assassin. And the thing that I find to be fascinating is she's just a killer. She's
a killer.
Wants to destroy you. Not only her teammates, but other players. Like when she hit that step back in Stewie's face, like you could tell Stewie was like, wow, respect. Hit that step back like from the logo. Yeah. And I think that's the energy now that we should like sort of keep, which is like, you kind of have to just tip your hat to the girl because she's doing some things that we've never seen in our lifetime.
I don't feel like we've seen hype like this for an athlete before they turn pro.
Yeah.
Since like LeBron.
No, I haven't seen it in the last decade. Yeah, I think probably LeBron has been the last one. Maybe some Olympians, but like, no, not in the last decade. Caitlin has changed it for sure.
You think it was fucked up they left her off the Olympic roster?
No, I think that like, her time will come. I think this next one in her time is there. It's just all about timing.
It's all about that UConn love.
Well, that's been going on for decades and decades. So we all just play through that, you know.
The UConn hurdle is part of the game. Is that part of the game?
I think I would say it was worse back in my era. Like,
break it down. Like, what is it? What is that UConn hurdle?
It feels like NECA should be an Olympic team. It feels like Dwana Bonner should be an Olympic team. It feels like that. Like, it feels like Candace should have 5 gold medals, not 2. That's what it feels like.
What about when you're on the team and there's someone from UConn running the Olympic team? Do you feel it day to day then? Yeah,
because it's like, you know, they use it, as you should, they use it for recruiting. And it's like, damn, well, let me try to recruit for Louisville, but dang, I'm the only one here from Louisville, so I can't recruit using this. So they use it for recruiting, and they get all the pictures with all the UConn girls with the medals. Or like they had like an event during 2012. I remember they had this UConn event at the Olympics. But I'm like, how is this? This ain't about college. This is the world. So you got a UConn event, okay? Stuff like that. So it's like none of us have college events at the Olympics. UConn does. So little stuff like that.
Speaking of UConn, Paige Bueckers, obviously, you know, she's been at the top of the you know, betting odds for Rookie of the Year since she ever even got into the league. So, but she hasn't really had that like moment that like, hey, this is what I'm going to offer the WNBA until last week. She had 35 points. She was 13-19 shooting. And I mean, the team is terrible. The team is so about as bad as, I mean, we've seen, and not just like in terms of everything, I mean, you've got Dejanay yelling at the coach. You've got players getting in fights. You've got...
Oh, in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess down there. Like, I don't think that, like, whatever is happening down there right now will not happen next year. Whatever that combination is.
I'm going to have to call Kurt. Kurt, what's going on in Dallas, man?
Yo,
My God.
what is Kurt doing? Because I was surprised he became GM, and then I was surprised that he hired Cockklains, the togetherness man bun coach, to be his Jedi, because it doesn't feel like that makes any sense to me.
I don't know what they got going on. And I know my agent told me that Kirk said no to me, but I'm like, if I'm on a team, ain't no drama like that. Nobody's going to be yelling at coach. Nobody's going to be fighting. Maybe Enrique needs to go ahead and rebrand somewhere else.
Before the game that they had against the Mercury, which had a little bit of a scuffle, I don't know if you saw this. So it was Dejanay, and we talked about this last week on the pod. Dejanay and Alyssa, who are dating, and they've been dating all the way since their time at Baylor. They were parlaying out pregame, maybe having a couple of drinks, maybe not, in the pool, kicking it, talking smack. And you got Enrique
live on TikTok.
Enrique calling from the hotel, being like, yo, you guys need to go to bed. Paige, yo, you guys need to go to bed. They're like, hey, what team do we play for again? We play for the Wings? Oh, yeah. AZ's going to be a wing. AZ and Paige are going to play on the same team. What do you think about teammates dating?
I'm against it. I've always been against it. We had one rule in college at Louisville. Jeff Wall said teammates don't date. First of all, for me, first of all, I never even look at my teammates. They're my employees. They're my sisters. Always. All my teammates have always been my sisters, and that's how I look at them. But then I would look and see, I'm branching off a little bit. How can I wake up in the morning, give my spouse a kiss, see you at work? At work. All the drama at work. Come home. Babe, I'll see you in a second. We're going to talk about this tonight. What happened today? Like, where is the separation?
You got to have the separation. You got to have the separation.
I would be drained. So, shout out to Allie Quigley and Vandersloot. I don't know how y'all did it. Shout out to Dewana and Alyssa Thomas. I don't know how y'all did it. Now, I'm against it because you get mad at your spouse. And this is why Coach Wall said, we don't do that. Which he said, I can tell the girls who have a boyfriend and the girls who don't. Your boyfriend is going to come and rebound for you at night. Your girlfriend is not going to do that. She doesn't want to come to the gym and rebound for you at night. She wants to cuddle and kiss and watch movies. And I thought about that. And I'm like, that's so true. Now, as far as to answer your question directly, you get mad at each other. Then you don't want to pass the ball to each other. People on the team know you're upset or you had an argument that night. You on this side of the bench, she on that side of the bench when usually you guys sit next to each other in the bench. It's too much. Separate. Teammates should not date. Go on another team. And I haven't seen not one, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who is dating on a team win a championship. I haven't seen it.
Did Sloot and Quigley win it when Candace Parker was on the team for the Sky?
Correct me if I'm wrong if that happened.
Let me see.
Soccer is so different. Like, soccer is, you have like the national team and you have like 3 or 4 couples on those teams. And like,
have they won it?
Well, they've won the World Cup.
Those girls on the team?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm wrong.
I don't know if soccer, but maybe it's a different culture too. They're bigger rosters, you know, it's 25 roster versus like an 11 roster. You know, you have more opportunities to get away. So
Chicago did win the chip in 2021 with Allie and Sloot, but I feel like Allie and Sloot were like different, right? You know what I mean? Like not messy. They were like a grown couple.
They handled it well out of anybody I've seen. The maturity, how they handled it. They didn't I don't think they brought it to work. Maybe that's the thing. Don't bring it to work. Turn on your business button. And then afterwards, you can turn on your romance button. But you could tell the ones that are bringing the romance on the court because they're like passing each other the ball, each other, boom, boom, boom. She get better cheers than your teammate. Come on, man.
Well, there's a lot of people hoping that Paige and AZ are in a relationship and they want a title in Connecticut.
You fight one of them, the other one comes like Diana, like Kathy got into it with Penny. Here come Diana, ready to fight. I can't, man. I can't, bro.
Speaking of Paige, though, as a former Rookie of the Year, what does that resume need to look like to win it? Because she's got an 85% chance of winning right now, according to Vegas.
And one damn win.
Who's in the running with her?
Her and Kiki Iriafen.
Okay, so I won the Rookie of the Year in playing half a season because the beginning I didn't play so much, so I didn't have any stats. And Shamika Holtzclaw got hurt, and I won the Rookie of the Year because DeWanna Bonner was supposed to win it and playing half a season. So there's still plenty of time for Paige. All she has to do is put up the numbers. Just hit that. Yeah, it takes time to hit that. Like, okay, I figured it out. Now that you have this 30-point game, let that be the mark that, okay, got it, figured it out. Smooth sailing from here. Your Rookie of the Year numbers is going to be like, it's going to be a no-brainer if you just keep this type up. Get over the fighting. Get over you guys are not losing and just make it up in your mind like, okay, if we lose the rest of the season, at least let me just get my numbers so I can win the Rookie of the Year. You might as well do that. Get something out of it. Don't just have a losing season and not win Rookie of the Year. Get something.
How important are those wins?
We at least won over 500. So we weren't like the top, but we were in the middle of the pack.
If they go the whole season and win 3 games the whole year, I mean,
yeah.
Like how valuable can you look at her rookie season in that sense? Like if they're...
Yeah, well, you look at like how well she played even during those losses. So you can't lose and just have like 15 points. You got to be like putting up numbers. If you're going to win Rookie of the Year and only won 3 games, it got to be some numbers. Like, okay, she scored 40 though. She the best rookie. You get what I'm saying? Even if you have a losing season. And that's what your numbers. Because obviously it's showing like, yo, I'm a baller. I just don't have the help to win right now. But I can ball. So that's what she got to prove. If not, then somebody else is going to win it. They're going to have good stats and winning. So you got to put up numbers for that to subsidize losing.
Do you think that overall, because it's Paige, everything that we know about Paige, because Paige was almost like Caitlyn before Caitlyn, right? Like she had the hype. Everybody was like, she's the next real one up. And then obviously she had all those injuries. Do you think that if Paige is putting up 25 a game with some moments where she's popping like she did the other game, do you think because she's Paige, she can do less in her rookie year and still win it?
That is deep. A little, because the WNBA now they're basing a lot of stuff off the politicalness of popularity. Who's going to help us continue to make money in the WNBA with their popularity? Maybe the ESPYs, right? It's like the voting comes from the popularity more so. Like Clarissa Shields was mad at Angel Reese. She's like, I thought it goes off accolades. Yes, Clarissa, you have more accolades for sure. But this popularity contest, so that all plays a part in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Haley Van Leef, she's a decent player, right? Is there players out there that may be better than Haley Van Leef? I believe so. They're not popular.
We had this conversation when we were talking about Caitlin Chen at the Valkyries early on, before the season even started, before she got cut. That was, about that popularity of the players. And Trysta said the same thing about Haley Van Lith. Like Haley Van Lith
is my height.
If Haley Van Lith had 10,000 followers, would she be in the league? Let me ask you that.
I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Honestly.
We
just talking about her true talent. Take away the followers. It's just from her talent right now. Would she be in the league if she only had 10,000 followers? If there was another girl out here who was just as talented as Haley Van Leef.
Yeah, I think if Deja Kelly was dating an NBA player, and we had heard about Deja Kelly because she was lighting it up at Louisville, and then she changed schools, and she was like this big star, and she had 250,000 followers. Deja Kelly is good enough to be in the league. I think Deja Kelly is better than Haley Van Lith, but nobody knew about her. She went to Oregon as a transfer, as a senior, and like she did a little something in the tournament, but when these GMs are drafting, they're not thinking about Deja Kelly, but they're just like, oh, Haley Van Lith played with Angel. This is like a narrative. We can put them back together. They can be teammates, run the LSU thing back that didn't work the first time around.
because this didn't happen during our time, because when I played, it was Twitter just came out. It was this new thing called Twitter. It was like, okay, write something on there every now and then. Let the fans keep up with you. I was like, what's Twitter? I'm like, write something. So now what players have to do, since we're in a different time, you have to go to marketing classes. When you're in school, go to marketing classes. How do I get my engagement up, my following up, so that even though I know I'm just as good as this player, but she got more following, or I'm even better, I got to get my following up, so this political thing they do, it ain't going to affect me. So kids, we dropping y'all a gem. Work on your engagement, work on marketing, work on how to boost. So when it's your turn, you ain't got to deal with, I'm better than her, but she's in because everybody knows her because of her following.
It feels like it starts in high school now too with NIL. Like, you know, you get recruited based on follower counts now in a lot of ways, it seems like.
It's clout. It's kind of like 10 years ago, Shaq didn't do a podcast with none of us. Where were you guys? We don't act like we never reached out to y'all for help in marketing us and da.
I gotta bring this up to you. Did you see? So when Shaq went on Angel's pod, he said the best thing for the W is I want to see all y'all in little booty shorts, and I want to lower the rim, and I want to see your ass jiggling. He said that to Angel Reese. They both went to LSU. He's like supposedly like her father figure. To me, I blew his ass up on Instagram, and then he blocked me and sent me a bunch of nasty words about how I was taking something too seriously. I don't know. Did you see that? Is that not out of pocket?
It's out of pocket, and it's like, it's clout. And it's like, I'm going to give y'all an example. One of my favorite singers, I went to his concert. This is before Vegas won the championship. I'm not even going to put his name out there. I said, yo, you got to come to a game. I had knew him from playing in Atlanta.
It was Usher, wasn't it? It was Usher.
Okay,
It was Usher,
I ain't saying no
wasn't it?
names. I'm like, yo, come to a game. Before we won a championship, I'm like, yo, come to a game. Like, he's like, oh, man, I got to go to LA and record. Soon as I'm not on the team now, because like I heard, they didn't bring me back. You online. Oh, Asia Wilson, I got to come to a game. You at the game next week. I know I invited you to a game. It's clout.
Then they were all on stage with the...
Thank you. Support before. You don't have to wait till the clout is there to support. Just support because I invited you. You know what I'm saying? You all on that, I got to come to a game now. Yeah, I'm going to be there. Okay. All of that. We see all of that so much. Shaq hit me when I got into it with Gilbert Arenas. Okay? We had our back and forth words. Shaq never hit me before. I done been injured twice. I done had 2 ACLs. I done been depressed. I've been trying to make it back to the league. Yeah, man, don't worry about Gil. He just do stuff, and good luck on your comeback. I've been trying to come back for 3 years. You tell me good luck on my comeback because I went viral because I said something to Gil. So it's clout. It's clout. So guess what, girls? Since they want clout, give them the clout. Play the game. Go to marketing class. Figure it out. Boost yourself. Boost that following. Give them some clout. Get into it. What did you say, that fake article shit?
Yeah, WNBA Centel. Get Centelled.
Centel your motherfucking self. Because that's what they want. And so you get in. Because it's not based off your talent no more. Let's keep it real. You can be as good as you want to be. You don't have to follow, you're not in.
That was what I think created the ultimate firestorm, right? Is you had 2 incredibly talented players in their own rights, in Angel and Caitlin, not to bring it back. And then you had that viral moment that you were talking about. And that viral moment has created clout and listen, I think Angel's supremely talented at what she does and what she's good at. But without that clout in that moment, does Angel Reese get a podcast? Does Angel Reese get Reese's Pieces shoes from Reebok? Go. Does Angel Reese, Angel Reese on the cover of Vogue? Is Angel Reese on the board of the Met Gala?
No, because you guys didn't check. Angel Reese was injured at Maryland. She was trying to transfer. I call her. I was like, yo, I want to get you at Louisville. And that's the story behind that I can't even ever repeat. And Haley was at Louisville. Listen, she's like, yeah, I would love to. I'm interested. Can you have Coach Walls call me? Blah, blah, blah. I called her. Nobody was checking on Angel Reese. She was injured. Nobody gave her podcast. Nobody gave her endorsements. She went to LSU, did this. So my thing is like, she was always that same player. She was the same player at Maryland that she is now. No difference. Clout. That's what America wants. Then you got to just give it to them, because it's just not based off the principles of, I work hard, I'm really good at this game, I can help a team, I'm that damn good. It's got to be, she got to have some clout behind her, especially with women. If she looks good, you could be not even a good player. You look like a model.
Like the Cavinder twins in Miami. You saw them? The twins?
And men, the men can be as ugly as they want to be if they're good. See, that's the difference. In men, they can, if they're good, they're going to get what they deserve if they're good. It's not like that in women. I'm good. I should be on a team. I'm not getting what I deserve. I'm not able to retire the way I want. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are not getting what they deserve. You got to be pretty, have some clout around you. Why is these stipulations on women's basketball or women's sports? Why can't they just be damn good and they're in?
That's, I feel like, the age-old question. You know, why can't talent ever be good enough?
And also, Kate Martin got in, and I like Kate Martin. Kate Martin's a good wing. She can play defense. She's a good, glue piece, doing some things on the Valkyries. But if she's not Caitlin Clark's teammate, and on those big stages where they're getting all of these ratings, and this is what I said about Caitlin Chen. I was like, if Kate Martin can make the league by being friends or teammates of Caitlin Clark, then Caitlin Chen should get in because she's friends and teammates with Paige Bueckers.
It's slightly different, though. The Kate Martin, not only is it that she was teammates, right, with Caitlin at Iowa and went on that whole run, but it's kind of a little bit, and now it is different because I'm not comparing.
She's also got the clout of the lesbians.
That's what I was going to say. So you have that, it's kind of that Paige Bueckers effect, yes, right? Where it's like, Paige's TikToks are not about basketball. They are thirst traps. That's all they are. They're just thirst traps, and her doing the hands, and then it's 4 million likes and 100,000 comments just being like, Paige, I love you. That's all it is. And Kate Martin, she debuted her hot girlfriend.
Yep.
She got drafted, and now, she gets her own team essentially to start up with the Valkyries. And you've got and this girl went from being someone on no one's radar to being the key player to start a brand new franchise in 12 months because she was a hot lesbian. And I'm not saying anything about Kate Martin, but that's what got her attention to start with.
There you go.
She was a hot masculine lesbian.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's not shit talking Kate Martin, but
no.
Women, you gotta put a plan behind your play. I guess that's what we're gonna call it. The plan behind your play. Figure out this marketing plan. Men don't have to do it. You're good. You're gonna get whatever you want. But with women, it's just.
You want to know who's really good at this? And I was trying to figure out a way to get this in somehow, but there was really no news behind it. But now that we're talking about marketing, this has been brilliant in the last 3 weeks to me. Have you seen Courtney Williams and Tish Hedeman and their little podcast that they started? They're doing videos from the hotel called Stud Buds.
I saw that.
And they're just shit talking teammates.
They figured it out.
They figured it out, right?
They're figuring it out. They say, okay, we gotta people like drama, putting the plan behind the play.
And they're doing it the right way because they're not trying to market themselves outside of what they're good at. They're good at that comedy. They're good at that relatability. I watch them. I'll watch a clip and I'll watch it 3 or 4 times and I laugh at something different every single time because I'm I just caught that. And it's hilarious. I mean, they're hilarious. And I think that's what we need more of. Just that relatability.
Just the authenticity. Just the relatability and just not doing it because it is a lot of people that have it because of this, in a cliche way. That's what you need. People relate to that way.
People want to feel like they can go up to you and talk to you. For sure. Even though Courtney has scraps now. Courtney, didn't she get in it with Kennedy Carter in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the reason?
But Courtney was doing a lot in Atlanta. But she was doing a lot. We had a video of her out and about in the crowd, like in some parking lot. So she was doing a lot. I think she needed to get out of this environment. Hookah every day with dinner is just not it.
You could see it, boy, in the championship too, because she was winded. She was super. I was wondering what that was. It must have been the hookah, because she was losing it. I love Courtney though. She's hilarious.
She said it must have been the hookah. So yeah, the Minnesota environment is what she needs. She needs to be right there in that kind of environment, not in ATL Shawty having lemon pepper wings at Magic City.
Magic City.
What you know about Magic City?
You almost need to be You almost need to be a certain type of player to be able to play in Atlanta, like just unfazed.
Yes. Well, I had my fun in Atlanta. Don't get me twisted, okay?
What was you doing in Atlanta, Angel? What were you doing in Atlanta?
Oh, I've had my share of fun in Atlanta, but I'm almost 40 now, so this environment is not for me anymore. You get what I'm saying? That's why I moved to LA. I'm working on films. I'm a grown ass woman now. I'm doing grown up things. Atlanta's good for your 20s. I feel like 20s, early 30s. You want to party every night, play basketball, have groupies. Ain't nobody got time for that now. We grown.
I didn't know Atlanta had groupies.
Oh yeah.
You were pulling in the 20s in Atlanta, Angel?
I pulled everything, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I'm just humbled and saved, and I'm in my own little bubble in LA, just minding my business. Done did it all. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Oh God.
That's all I got, man. That's all I got. Is there anything around sports at all besides your rant that you just had that you want to cook on, Angel? Just something that you see around the league that you just feel like you want to speak on?
Yeah, bring me back, man. What y'all taking so long for? Can I retire on the court and y'all stop playing with me, bro? Golly. I just want to have fun.
Get this girl.
Dang,
Can you at
Jesus.
least play on Unrivaled? Can we at least get you on an Unrivaled roster? I saw Dearica Hamby out there struggling. You got better handles than Dearica Hamby.
Y'all, let me come back and retire the way I want. I at least got 3 years left. Let me come back and play this game. I have so much fun, guys. This was fun.
So fun.
This was a blast.
We got to do it again.
We'll have to do it again.
Definitely.
Heck yeah.
This is all the time that we have for this episode of Let Her Shoot. Big thanks to Angel McCoughtry, Olympian, Rookie of the Year, Speaking Facts, get your branding up, Atlanta Dream Legend. That's all the time we have this week. Come back next week. There's going to be tons of tea, NWSL talk, other sports to cover that we didn't have the chance to today. Sarah, did you have fun?
I had a blast. I'm always happy to be around someone from Baltimore. I gotta tell you. It makes my heart happy.
Two ladies with crabs.
Man, I had a blast, man. We're going to take our crabs and just go, eat our crabs. We leaving Trysta at home.
Listen,
Yeah, I mean, unless you can keep up.
I hope I can keep up. I need to learn. I need to
Those
get you
nails,
guys to
though,
teach me.
those nails gotta go. You can't do the crabs with the nails.
What the heck,
Yeah.
Trysta?
You didn't know?
Cut those down, baby.
I'm gonna have to cut those down. Angel's a real one. I just want everybody to know, if you think Angel's funny right now, Angel's like 10x funny in real life. I had a UFC event with her, and man, we got to see our very first fight live in action. Angel was ready to scrap for me, and I was like, oh yeah, now I know what kind of player Angel was in the W. If someone would have pulled my hair, if I would have been Angel would have beat that girl's ass.
I would have beat her ass.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Big thanks to Angel. Big thanks to Sarah. Big thanks to Stacy for filling in as our producer. And we'll see you next time. Everybody say it for me. Let her shoot.
I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want. This is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big deal.